And just like that, we're at baby step 4. Know what you weigh. Love it. Okay, guys, before you say I'm going to skip this baby step and just focus on baby steps 1 through 3, I want you to hear me out. Okay? Baby step 4 and knowing what you weigh has changed my life. I say that about every baby step, right? But it really has, okay? I'm not lying to you. I wouldn't make it a baby step if it didn't serve me. I used to hate going on the scale, mostly because I was extremely inconsistent. It was just random data all the time. One day I would check first thing in the morning, another one I would check late at night, and it was like 3 weeks later. And yeah, if you check your weight once every 3 weeks or once a month, it's going to be a little scary because you're like, what's going to happen? It's like going on. I feel like it's like clicking on a lottery ticket or something. Like, is this the lottery ticket? Like, am I going to be down a pound? Am I going to be up 3 pounds? Like, what's going to be the case? I don't know. I hate doing that. I do not like to randomly guess what my weight's going to be. But what I do love is waking up in the morning, using the restroom, jump on the scale. 10 seconds. That's all it takes. Once a day, early in the morning. And then sometimes I'm really curious, man, I feel really uncomfortable. It's like the end of the day, and I was like, I don't normally feel this way. I wonder what my weight's like. So then I'll weigh myself before bed. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. That's what happens when you eat that much salt. Not going to do that again. And that's just by the end of the day. Granted, too, at nighttime you weigh more because the moon actually has like a stronger gravitational pull. So you actually do weigh more at night. But besides that, so I know that the scale has a lot of, I used to be really afraid of the scale, right? As I shared earlier. But after going on the scale every day, I actually genuinely love it. It helps me learn about myself. I don't put makeup on without looking at myself in the mirror. Even when I was overweight, I mean, I wanted to have seen my physical body like naked in the mirror because I was unhappy with what I saw in the mirror. But like, you need the mirror regardless, right? I need the mirror when I'm like checking for spinach in my teeth. I need the mirror putting on makeup. Guys need the mirror while they shave their face, right? So doing our hair, like we really need the mirror. And that's how I feel about the scale now. Because now I'm like, wow, that's what Mexican food at a restaurant does to my body. And I learned that on my birthday. My husband surprised me to go to this really awesome Mexican food restaurant. And we had this awesome date. I didn't even eat very much, okay? I had like chips, guacamole. I was like, woo, I'm going to be good on the scale the next day. And then the next day I was still up 1.5 pounds. I was like, holy cow, they put a lot of salt in their food. It was all water weight, but still. Or one day when I had top ramen, and I mean like the old school packets, I was out of food. I like hadn't gotten to the grocery store yet. And so I had and normally I didn't know how it felt, but I felt uncomfortable from it, never eating a top ramen packet again. When I was a kid, one of the foods that like I loved as a kid, and it never affected me as an adult. Wow, I feel uncomfortable. My intestines hurt. I was like, woo, like on the side, I was like, this is going through my intestines or something. This is not feeling comfortable at all. Learn a food that does not serve me. But, then it showed up in the scale. The next day, I was like, wow, I was up 2.5 pounds the next day. And I was like, that was the top ramen, let me tell you. And I think that's what the scale's supposed to be for. I love it. This is another proverb. And it says, the Lord abhors, which means hates. He dislikes inaccurate scales. And, that's true. If you are going to weigh yourself first thing in the morning one day, and then you go 3 weeks and you do it later in the day with your clothes on when the last one was without clothes, that's an inaccurate scale. It's not the scale that's necessarily inaccurate, but the data point you're trying to use is inaccurate because it's at a different time, different situation, and nothing about it's the same. So no wonder we don't like the scale because we're not even using it right in the first place. You know, you muster up the faith to go and then it's like, oh, rough. Oh, I can't. I dislike waiting a week to go on the scale. Like even when I go out of town, I have like this mini scale now and I just check it first thing in the morning. I was like, okay, granted, it's a little off. It's a different scale than my other scale. So I'm expecting a couple pound weight, but so I create my own little data for just the week that I'm gone. And you might think that's obsessive, but I really, really hate, really hate waiting a week to go on the scale. Can't do it. Not a fan. But like I was talking about the mirror, we look at a mirror to do what we need, right? To get what we need out of it. A mirror serves us, whether we like to look at ourselves naked in the mirror or not, right? And like a mirror doesn't define you, and you know that a mirror doesn't define you or tell you that you are something or less than something, it's the same thing with the scale. A body scale, we can like get so worked up and think that, oh, now I'm going to have a terrible day because I was up 3 pounds. La 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 la. No. As well, those days that you learn what makes you go up in the scale, there's other days that you learn what makes you go down in the scale. And so it's about learning to use the data to work for you, not against you. And it's not like a magic 8. If you're up, that means that I'm a terrible person. If I'm down, it means that I'm good. No, it doesn't say that at all. It's not a magic 8 ball either. So, and going on the scale every day tells you, it shows you what your food choices are doing to your body. Does that make sense? Because it takes a while to see the physical effects of our food. But the scale, pretty almost immediate. Anyway, so start weighing yourself every day. Oh yeah, love the scale. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Guys, we're already almost at baby step 5. Oh my gosh, so sad, but like so excited for you. I'll see you tomorrow.